most times rooting for a very controversial person in the Big Brother show can be so draining. Like now, number one, let me use this as an example. I don't know people that rooted for Thatcher, but I know it was a hard time rooting for Thatcher because you need to fight, you need to argue. Like all the people they see as being controversial, when you're rooting for them, you need enough energy to keep defending them, because no matter how you talk, no matter how you explain, people still see them as being controversial, people still see them as being bad even when they are not bad. I didn't root for Tasha, so I didn't know how it felt, right? I rooted for Macy as at that time. Now another person that was so controversial was Cece. If you rooted for Cece, I don't know, how do you people cope? Because I don't even know if Cece's own was the worst. Anywhere, anything she does, they will say bitter leaf. Anything. I wonder how. I didn't even know at last that the world or Nigerians are going to accept Cece. Like they are going to see Cece's picture or video and say, oh wow, this girl is doing so well, this girl is so good. Trust me, once she posts now or anything she does, always positive energy. But it wasn't like that when she was just newly out of Big Brother house. She was part of the people that everyone was on their chopping block, right? Everybody was against and they were talking bad about her. So how do you people feel? I did not root for Cece, neither do I even root for Miracle that won. I think my favorite then was Teddy A and Bam Bam. That was my favorite last season, though they did not last. So I didn't know how it felt like rooting for Cece. Now, during Tboss set, Tboss, that's the second Big Brother set, Tboss was the most controversial person because I don't know if it's because she pierced her nipple or I don't just know the reason, but people were just on her case. I don't know if it's because of her courage. You see, truthfully, I don't know what causes Tboss on, but Tboss was the most controversial person in that season and she was the most trolled person in that season. So I didn't even know how it felt like. Then coming down to Pere. Okay, before we get to Pere, coming down to Fina. Now I understand why some people do not really like Fina. Then I wanted Fina to win. I don't just know why. I wanted her to win against Brian because to me I felt like Brian wasn't that active in the house. So why should you win the show? We need somebody that was proactive in the house. So that's the reason why I rooted for Fina. I think Fina wasn't even the most controversial. I think it was Bella. People were just against Bella. Anything Bella does, they were talking. They said she's this, she's that. Because she's outspoken, sometimes she like being on her own. She was the most thrown. Yes, Bella was the most thrown at that season. And I like Bella, but I didn't really like her. So I didn't know how it felt like. Then coming down to Pere. Pere, oh my God. Pere was the first controversial person I ever supported in Big Brother show. I knew how much I tried defending. I would talk, I would do this. Oh, Jesus. White money fans, they did not take it easy on Pere. They were just on Pere. Even till recently, I'm still going to talk about that show, that stuff. Pere did a question and answer moment and he was saying, okay, fans ask me question, let me answer you. And somebody came and brought White Money. And before now I've seen Pere and White Money together. Do you know somebody came and said, oh, why did you dish White Money like that? Something that happened 5 years ago, 4 years ago, somebody brought it back to this season. Pere was like, I didn't, White Money is my friend and we are cool. Please try and heal. Because these people are out of the house. Whatever happens in the house, sometimes it's misunderstanding. Sometimes these people come out and they are cool. So why are you asking him that kind of question? So I knew it was so hard for me to defend Pere, Jesus. And he was doing, oh my God, when he won that head of house. Like me, I knew he was doing too much, but I just like it because I felt like, oh, he has a courage, he knows what he's doing and all of that. And I was cool with it. So I liked him and I tried to defend him. So coming down next, the next person, I think last season, I didn't really watch it that much, was Wani. I think she's the most trolled person. I don't know, Sha. But this season is Faith. Faith is the most thrown housemate this season. And now I understand how it feels. I think this Faith, I don't know if it's because it's just new or it's just fresh in our memory, but I think defending Faith is just like pouring water on the stone. No matter how you try to let people know that this guy is not bad, because I even see some people say, oh, if you're supporting what Faith is doing, give birth to a child like that, marry a husband like that. And I would just say in my mind, because sometimes I don't like typing, I would just say, oh, amen. Because if you give birth to someone like Faith, to a child like Faith, you're proud of him. Did Faith kill someone? Did he go to prison? So why should you not pray to give birth to a child like Faith? If you should, to me, oh, a child that is a doctor, that have sense, that is doing very well, I would say amen to it. Marry a husband like Faith. I said amen to it, because this guy is over caring. This guy will be down to earth to the lover of his life. You guys saw how he played with Joanna in the house. So what is so bad that you cannot wish to have a child like Pere? Anyways, so sorry, like Faith. So I was just looking. Why I said this is because this guy will post picture. They are on it. They will do this. They are on it. And you're trying to explain, oh, this guy is not as bad as you people think. But it's as if you're pouring water on a stone, and it's even making them more angry. Anyways, this is it. I was just looking at the whole Big Brother people, because people are feeling like Faith is the most true. No, it's because his own is still fresh. Very soon he's going to pass away. He's going to post picture and people will not have anything to say about it. The main thing is try and win. Yes, if you win outside the world, people will resonate with it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again on my next video.